Hi, my name is Jan O'Daniel. I'm the Library and Media Specialist at John Hardin High School. Welcome to the 12th annual John Hardin High School Big Read. We are celebrating tonight. We've opened with some cake and lemonade and flavored coffees, and the students are having fun at the photo booth and just kind of mingling, and we're just about ready to head inside to meet up and have our little one-night book club. This year we chose 20 young adult novels or memoirs. We have 2 memoirs and the rest are fiction books. These are award-winning young adult novels. Most of them are new, and one teacher chose or adopted each of the novels and read the book, and we have students who signed up, chose that same book to read. They've had 4 to 6 weeks to read the book, some less. They're here tonight and they're anxious to meet up with the teacher who read the same book as they did and just discuss for about 45 minutes tonight. The teachers will facilitate discussion, but we hope that the students really just carry the conversation. The second week of school every year, we advertise the Big Read. By that time, all of the books have arrived from our summer order, and they're on display in the library. And students have just as much time as they need to mingle around and look at each book that's on display. We list the teacher who's sponsoring the book, as well as, of course, the title and the author and a little excerpt about each book. We also list the major awards that each book has been awarded, or the different various professional recommendation sources that helped us choose the books that we have provided. We have 5 copies of every book available to students. Once those are all checked out, a student can put that book on hold and wait till it's returned and then read it next in line. Some students have downloaded their own copies of the books, and some even buy their own copies. But we do offer 5 copies of each book and try to circulate those as much as we can. So any student at John Hardin High School can sign up for the Big Read. Like I said, they have 20 books to choose from, and we have a wide variety so that we can really hit every type of interest that our students have, and different lengths and difficulty levels of reading as well.
My name is Rigo Alexander Fonseca Mena. I'm a junior at John Hardin High School. The book Shout, the author actually wrote Shout 2, where a girl underwent trauma, and her whole reality where she lived in, it was terrible because all she went through was trauma by her parents and the people she called friends. And she wrote this book too, and this is about the author. And she got raped at a young age, and it shows her lifestyle, her everyday lifestyle that she went through with her parents, her friends in school, and how she got raped at a young age. But she comes up to, in a way, she grows up to explain her story and what she went through and how she went to overcome it. And the point of her writing this book is to spread awareness and to tell everybody her story, so they're able to feel comfortable when they come out, when they talk about, I got raped at a young age, instead of holding it in for the rest of their life instead of coming out. I would definitely recommend this book to anybody out there.
My name is Miriam Machiani, and this book is Monday's Not Coming, and it's by Tiffany Jackson. She, in the beginning of the book, she really emphasizes Monday and Claudia's friendship. Those are the 2 main characters. Throughout the beginning of the book, Monday goes missing, and Claudia tries and finds out where she is. She tries to get in contact with everybody. The only person she got in contact with was her sister, and all she did was make excuses to not tell anyone where Monday really was. Finally, at the end of the book, Claudia finds out that Monday has been abused by her mother, and she finds out that her mother trapped her in a closet until she was dead. Claudia found Monday's and along with Monday's brother's body parts in a freezer, and that's really how the book ended. And she found out like all the details. She needs to know why that happened. I would recommend the book to all the friendships out there that are really strong, and like anybody that is going through like family problems could relate to it. Anybody could relate to like anything like that.
My name's Donald Segroy. I'm in 9th. It was basically about this kid who, when he was like 4, the dad had a gun on a shelf, and then he picked it up and then accidentally shot his little sister. And then he's in high school and he has to like cope with that, and people bully him, and like he meets this girl, and then like he likes her, but like she's not up with it, and then she friend zone him, but he doesn't know she doesn't like him yet. So they like start a YouTube channel about making pizzas, and it does really well. They get like 10,000 subscribers, but like then she realizes that like he killed his little sister, and then she gets like all weirded out, but she's actually like pretty happy that he told her, since it makes him closer. And then he tries to kiss her, and then like she's not with that, and then, you know, they kind of stop talking, and he gets really mad and tells him to get out of the room. I'd recommend this book to anyone who's in like I guess like crime, but like not really crime. It's kind of like just like if you're a teenager, basically, since it's about like you can relate to it.
My name is Laura Hosturne. I'm a sophomore, and the book is The Art of Losing by Lizzie Mason. And my opinion on the book is that although it was very cliche, and it was more steered, like the audience should have been towards girls more because of the relationships, and like the main character was a girl, I still believe anybody could enjoy it, like if they chose to. And the summary, like the overall concept of the book was like teenage struggles. Although it was like, it wasn't too accurate, but it did have some of the things in there. It was about a girl, and there was a car crash, like that typical like block in the world, like, you know, like when something bad happens, like that was like, I feel the most, like the worst that she could come to, like the worst thing that could happen in her life that happened. And it was like her getting through it, and the people that were there for her through it, and pretty much all character development. Like you could see it very clearly by the end of the book, and from where she started, and not just her but other characters too. And so it was a good book. It was a good read.
I'm Nevaeh Napier, and I'm in 9th grade. The book is actually pretty interesting, although it leaves it on cliffhanger, and I wish it didn't. It's like about 3 sisters, and they have to fight for 1 crown. There's like a group of like powers you have. You got the war gift, the elementals like fire, water, the naturalists where you get like an animal familiar, and you can like grow flowers and stuff. And then you have the poisoners who could poison anything, eat poison without being bothered. And for each one, there's only 3. And there's a group of people who are sided with each one. And for the white-handed queen, if there's like quadruplets, which rarely happens. I'd recommend it to anyone who likes adventure, fantasy, and almost about anyone if they're willing to sit down and read for a while.
My name is Brooke Grimm. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm for the book A Court of Thorns and Roses. So my book is about a poor woman who hunts every day, and one day she falls across a fate into which she has to travel across the kingdom and save the world. The reason why there are flowers on the desk is to represent each character, aka how they're dressed up. Since this one has an eye patch, its eye was ripped out by someone gruesome. But she was the evil queen, so her flowers are gray, and then his is covered in black because he represents darkness. Anyone who doesn't like normal books, because I feel like there are a lot of characters that you can read that don't have depth into it. But I feel like if you're looking for an ethical book that also has action, this is a good book.
I am Joshua Mike. I am a sophomore at John Hardin High School, and I'm reading No Place. It is a book about a person named Dan, and he lives in a small town near another town named Dignityville, which is pretty much a homeless camp Park was turned into a homeless camp, and this camp turned their this tent camp city, as it was called, was like hated by all kinds of people, but others did not others liked the camp, like the city, but others didn't like. Others wanted to take the tent city down, and the ones who didn't like it actually succeeded later in the book, but the others who did got hurt. For example, Aubrey Fine, one of the main characters in the book, was beat up and put into a coma by Dan's father and his and by Talia's father, because Talia's father didn't want to lose his business due to the money being given to the homeless people by the government, and all the other drama being made by the camp or by the tent city. I would recommend this book to people who actually enjoy sad but happy stories, like people who actually enjoy mystery too, because there was a whole mystery about finding out who beat up Aubrey Fine, and I enjoyed the build-up, and at the beginning it was interesting. He wasn't homeless in the beginning, but he became homeless later in the book.
My name is Mackenzie Miller, and I read On the Come Up, and it's about a 16-year-old girl named Bree who wants to become a rapper and tries to excel in that, and based off of her dad, who was an underground rapper and wasn't really known for rapping at the time when he passed away. And basically she just tries to be like him, and then her mom has financial problems, and she realizes that she doesn't just want to become a rapper, she has to succeed in her passion to help her mom. And then her mom kind of takes a turn for the worse after her dad passes away, and basically her grandparents pick up her and her brother and raise them, and she becomes the rapper she wants to be.
I'm Kaylee Paskanik. I'm a junior, and my book is Never Let Me Go. It's a dystopian novel about a group of kids who are raised in a boarding school who all have this special purpose after they graduate. I'd recommend this book to people that read The Hunger Games or Divergent a few years ago, and they're interested in a more mature adaptation of that kind of genre.
My name is Travis Field. I'm in 11th grade at John Hardin High School, and the book that I read is The Bone Witch. This book is very compelling at times and is quite entertaining and can suck you in really quickly, with all the magical fantasy and the wild, extravagant beasts and the many magical adventures that the character goes on. And although the words are a bit hard to pronounce, it's quite entertaining, and I would totally suggest it. I think I would recommend it to a lot of people. If you love fantasy books and you're a big reader on those, I would highly suggest it. And even to new readers, I think it would be quite entertaining, although the words might be a bit difficult for them.
Thanks for stopping in on us at this year's Big Read. We will be back again next year. We hope you come see us then. It's been good to have you here, and thanks so much for tuning in.